Hey, y'all.
At Boogie2988, hey Boogie. I'd love for you to make the comparison between Blizzard's BlizzCon's Diablo Immortal to Bethesda's BE3 announcement of Elder Scrolls Blades. How Bethesda's approach could have had saved Blizzard. You're awesome. Keep it up.
Archibald, are you interested in a three-way with me? All right, you go. All right, you go on your date. Go on your date. Go ahead. You bring her back here, though, okay? I want to meet her by the end of the stream. You bring her back, okay? Bring her back, Archibald. I love you. Okay, he's a really good intern. So let's talk about how Todd Howard said there was going to be Fallout 4. They said, "Hey everybody, here's Fallout 4. But in the meantime, before Fallout 4, here's Fallout Shelter." You guys remember that? It's Fallout 4, Fallout Shelter. Are my headphones backwards? I don't think they are. The headphones aren't backwards, are they? They don't seem to be backwards. Master makes good headphones. Type exclamation headphones if you guys want to learn more about these headphones, by the way. I don't think they're backwards, man. Pretty sure they were accurate. What made you think they're backwards? I don't think they were backwards. Then do you guys remember Blades? Elders are like, "Hey, Blades, we're coming up with the Blades, but don't worry, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out." Do you guys remember that?
To get laid, y'all.
And they showed a little bit.
If the world ever gets you down, the diet stalls, or you're just having a bad day, I hope this helps. I was 400 pounds in February.
Oh, wow.
I had been trying to psych myself up to start dieting, but couldn't just suck it up and begin.
Oh, he's got another donation coming in.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Then I saw your February 4th weight loss update vid. Kicked me in the ass. Fast forward to today. 6 pant sizes, 2 shirt sizes, and 98 pounds down. You inspired that. I had it in me all along, but it took you to kick it out of my lazy ass.
Yay!
Thank you.
Well, you're doing all the work. Captain Jacob, thanks for the 1250 times 2. I really appreciate it. Now, that said, thank you, my friend. But thank you more than anything than letting me help Swift kick you in the ass. I didn't do the work. You did the work. That's what's important. You're doing the work. All I did was give you a little bit of entertainment on the way, but I'm so glad that I could be part of the catalyst that got you working on yourself again. I'm really glad, man. Iron Cupcakes says, "You saved my life. I'm not joking. I'd be dead if it was. Cannot get over my PTSD. You helped me not to give up." Thank you, Iron Cupcakes. I keep it strong. And talk to a therapist about that, by the way. Talk to a therapist about your PTSD, by the way. Awesome 12LG. Welcome to the sub club. But as I was saying, Blades got announced, and they said, "Hey, here's Blades, but also we're working on Elder Scrolls 6, and here's a little teaser." And then they said, "Here's the new Gears of War pop vinyl game, but we're also working on the next Gears of War." And then they're like, "Hey, Fallout Shelter is available today, but don't worry, Fallout 4 is coming real soon." You see, they tried to teach you that if you're going to screw your consumer up the butthole, you got to buy them dinner first, okay? And dinner in this case would have been Diablo 4. Now, Jason Schreier on Twitter reported that they were going to show some Diablo 4 at BlizzCon, but pulled it at the last second because they didn't know if that's the direction they're taking with the game. Now, that's good and bad for two different reasons. The first thing about that is that means they knew what they needed to do. They knew what they needed to do. Okay, they knew how to do this correctly, but they didn't. Okay. Secondly, been watching Young Yi. I do watch him from time to time, but I don't know if he covered this Jason Schreier thing or not. I hope he did. But I follow Jason on the Twitter. But had they showed us some Diablo 4 stuff, it would have been different. If they'd showed us some Diablo 4 stuff, it would have been different. That's what people would have been asking about. Instead, you got a bunch of people who are there for Diablo 4, are there for hardcore games, waiting to talk, ask you questions, and all they have to ask questions about is the Diablo mobile game that they don't want to play. So, of course, they're just going to be smartasses. But if you gave us a little something about Diablo 4, when will Diablo 4 be out? What stage is Diablo 4 on? How many classes do you have for Diablo 4? If you had stuff like that to talk about, if we had stuff like that to be talking about right now, that's what we'd be talking about. And if Blizzard wants to fix this right now, all they got to do is drop some Diablo 4 information with an apology for not doing it earlier, and everything's fine. Everything's fine, but that's not what they're going to do. Now, I'm going to say something fucked up, okay? And you guys are going to get mad at me, and I don't give a shit, okay? Because here's the truth. Some people took it too far. Tell me I'm wrong about this. Death threats and tweeting the developers and just fucking being mean to the developers and yelling at them on Twitter and shit and calling them names and shit, you're taking it too far. They're taking it too far. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion, but that's my opinion. It's just a video game, folks. It's just a video game. Okay? There's no reason to be threatening somebody. There's no reason to be calling people personal shitty names, racist names. Don't do that. Don't do that. That said, it's pretty okay to be upset. It's pretty okay to not like this game. It's pretty okay to voice your criticism of this game. It's pretty okay to not want this game to exist. It's pretty okay to feel bad about this game. It's pretty okay to be frustrated that Diablo 4 is not out yet. And it's okay to express that in a healthy way. Don't express it by attacking the developers. Don't express it by attacking them personally. Don't do that. That's fucked up. Very few people did that, though. You know what I think is just as bad as someone... Do you know what I think is just as bad as someone... Iron Cupcakes, thanks for the love, brother. Stay in therapy. It's going to help. Cathillas, thanks for 27 months of support. K-Pop-Tart, thanks for 42 months of support, by the way. Awesome 12LG, welcome to the sub club. I think it's just as bad... If you look at, I'll try to show you here. Some of these gaming journalists, some of these blue check marks are fucking idiotic. They're just fucking idiotic. One person said the reason gamers are backing, there's a backlash about Diablo, is because it's coming to mobile, and that's where women play games, and it's inherently misogynistic. Inherently misogynistic, and that's why we're mad. What the fuck is that? I mean, no. I love female gamers. I love playing Diablo with female gamers. Here it is. The people that bash on mobile gaming are an offshoot of toxic masculinity. They get off on hating something that they've traditionally associated with a heavily female audience. What? You can't really argue facts. I work in mobile esports. People are wrong. I work in mobile and I see the data and facts that support these claims. It's not just wild assumptions. I'm saying that people will go out of their way to put down mobile gaming, and gamers have the same psychology and overlap as segments of toxic masculinity. No. No, you're drinking some stupidly deep Kool-Aid at that point, dude. No. I don't hate women. I like women, dude. What are you talking about? Where did I see this? This is on Twitter. I don't want to out this guy. I don't want anybody to think I'm attacking him. People are going to say, if I show you this, people are going to say I'm attacking him. Okay? He says they're like children throwing a tantrum because they're told something is being made. They're not the primary intended audience for it, and they are confused why they don't like it. You know, that moment made me want to throw in the towel on being part of the gaming community. Toxic nonsense. If he doesn't like mobile games, imagine this. He doesn't have to play. Diablo 4 will come and he can be happy with that. Sigh. This guy clearly doesn't get it. I can't wait to see what other games come to smartphones and raging man-children who weren't alive when the original came out. Well, I was alive when the original came out there. You little blue check mark. You fucking blue check mark. Sometimes I want to get unverified at this point. How well did the dev handle it, though? I would have jumped up on the stage and jumped off of the stage and started kicking people. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. How well did the developers handle it, though? I would have jumped off the stage and started kicking people. No, you wouldn't. I challenge you. Right here, right now. This guy's name is Dave. Dave, if you're watching this, I will pay you $100 to punch me in the face so that I can beat your ass back. I will pay you $100 to punch me in the face so that I can punch you back. Okay? But you're not going to do it because you're not actually going to punch anybody, Dave. Come on, Dave. Come on. You know better. You'd be fired instantly, Dave. You'd literally be attacking your fans. Come on, Dave. Come on. When the Diablo dude got up to ask the devs if their game is a joke, he was being a massive dickhead. I don't disagree with that. There's no real discussion to be had beyond that. It's rudeness and entitlement at its most raw. It was rude. I don't think that's entitlement. I think the guy was being memey. I think he was making a joke. Here's one of my favorites, and I won't call this person out. This is on Twitter. He linked to the clip, and he says, "This isn't savagery. It's fucking obnoxious, embarrassing behavior. I get why people are mad. I really do, but you can be critical without being an asshole to people who spend their lives trying to entertain you." This is a journalist who wrote this, and he linked to the original clip where he asked if it was an April Fool's Day joke. Now, he replies to that by saying, somebody named Keanu Reeves says, "Blizzard has been so tone deaf to their fans, this should be expected. This guy's a hero. He managed to embarrass Blizzard without swearing or using any abusive language." And this reporter responded with, "Hey, Keanu, if you think two Diablo designers deserve to be publicly belittled and embarrassed because their company decided to make a game for phones, you can feel free to fuck off." Okay, so this reporter's being rude there to begin with. That reporter's being rude. He's using swear words. He's being way more rude than the April Fool's guy was. But here's what's crazy about that. There were 3 developers on stage. Not 2, 3. He typed out the letters TWO. He thought there was 2 developers on stage, not 3. Did you even watch the fucking clip? There were 3. You didn't even watch the fucking clip you're pissed off about. Come on. Keith, 2008, thanks for 14 months of support. And I don't want to show you these names because I don't want you guys to attack these people.
The April Fool's guy seemed genuinely upset. He's probably traveled a long way to go to BlizzCon under the pretense that the panel the feature of Diablo would have something incredible.
Exactly.
But all he got was a mobile game. I can't say for certain, though.
No, you can say for certain. How much is a BlizzCon ticket? $50, $100? How much is a BlizzCon ticket? $50, $100? $200. $199. That guy spent $199 to get in. Then he booked a hotel in Anaheim. That's $200 or $300 a night in Anaheim. Okay? Then he might have even flown there, took time off work. This guy might have spent $500, $600, $700, $800 if he lived in LA. He spent over $1,000 if he didn't, because he wanted to be part of a Diablo announcement, and what he gets is a watered-down mobile game that's just a clone of an existing game. Of course he's mad. I can't imagine why that guy feels entitled. Of course he's mad. Come on. I'm so fucking disgusted by this, referring to the April Fool's Day clip. Honestly, mortified and angry. Glad the devs could handle it well, but that guy should be ashamed of himself. I mean, like I said, he was memeing, guys. It's a joke. He's joking. He's probably a little pissed off, but he's joking. He's using it as an opportunity to become an internet meme. He knows what he's doing. Listen, honestly, I'm real tired of people yelling about microtransactions and monetization concepts the second you talk about mobile games. Y'all sound like a broken record. There's a reason, because every single fucking mobile game is built to do that. Every single mobile game. Every single mobile game. The top-selling mobile games are built to do that. So both of these things exist in AAA. Both of these things are not by default bad. No, they are by default bad. They are by default bad. This is why you don't understand. This is why you don't understand. This person claims to be a gaming developer. I don't know what they've developed. Previously made a game with NASA. Multi-award-winning Game of the Year Australia. Shipbuilder. Okay, that's great. I'm glad. But it is inherently bad. In fact, free-to-play, like it or not, have made games more accessible, especially to people who can't just afford spending much money on games.
Gotta get paid to get laid,
Except,
y'all.
Boogie,
those
you
people
are the
end up
most loving,
spending
supportive, caring,
so
and
much
giving
more money.
influencer on the internet. I love you, no really.
Thank you,
Let's
Clark.
enjoy a nice steak and maybe grab appetizers.
Maybe.
Like an awesome blossom or something and just see where we end up. In bed?
We're definitely
doing
gonna,
butt stuff.
we're definitely going to do butt stuff. You're correct. You're definitely correct. And in the case of Diablo specifically, if you're all so passionate about having a mobile game culture that is less exploitive, having experienced and kick-ass developers like Blizzard break into the field could have a huge positive impact. No, and here's why that's not the case. Nintendo broke into the thing, and they had limits on how much you could spend. And guess what? It didn't change anything. And you think Blizzard is not going to nickel and dime with a Diablo game, knowing they tried to nickel and dime us with Diablo 3? You don't think they're going to try to nickel and dime us the same way they did with a real money auction house? You're fucking full of shit. It's not Blizzard we're talking about. We're talking about Activision. We're talking about Activision that owns Blizzard now. Whenever something like this BlizzCon incident happens, media has two options. One, condemn it, which is the correct thing to do. Number two, try to ride it for clicks without explicitly calling it toxic entitlement, pandering to it, and thus encouraging the behavior, making this community even worse, which is very wrong. Or, and this sounds crazy. I know this sounds crazy. Or you can say, hey, that's not cool, but the guy's got a point.
Everyone that paid to be there is entitled to their opinion. This entire fiasco have made me not want to support Blizzard in any way from here on out. StarCraft 1 and 2, Diablo 1 and 2, etc. I'm throwing my support and nostalgia in the trash from here on out.
Well, I'll still play Diablo 4 provided it's good. Here's what I will say. Okay, here's what I will say. There's a game called Path of Exile. And it's not bad. It's actually not bad. It's coming to PS4 this December. It's already on Xbox One. And you can already play it on PC. You can download it right now. It's on Steam. I think it's on Steam. Let me make sure it's still on Steam. And it plays like a really good Diablo. I do recommend it. And it is free to play. But to be honest with you, it's fairly giving in the free to playness. You can download it right now if you wanted to. In fact, let's download it right now. I'm going to download it right now. Grim Dawn, Pillars of Eternity.